Vachacharya. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, this is kind of the highlight of the event, so I really ask you to be a bit silent and just listen to this. I know you want to do business, but also this is important. So if I can just drag your attention, so this might go on for another half an hour to 90 minutes, depends on the speaker. So I'm going to kindly ask the speakers to keep it short and sharp. And I know we have professors who can actually lecture for 3 hours. We don't have time. So we will have business in 2 minutes, pictures in 1 minute kind of thing, okay? Right, first of all, I would like to welcome you to this enormous and first event organized by British Tamil Chamber of Commerce and Gate Institute together in collaboration, and we are going to continue this. And our commitment is to continue this in the future, not just at London Tamil Market, in other platforms as well. Now, what is Gates Institute? I think I want to clarify, it's not Gates Foundation, it's Gate Institute, without an S. And it is not owned by the other tech company boss. It's owned by, or it's founded by non-tech company, but social enterprise, Sendan and Co, and I'll introduce all of them. And it is kind of a social institute to help Tamil business and also entrepreneurs. Now, today's event is going to be a mix of both. So, first part, there's going to be some experience going to be shared by academics as well as business owners or entrepreneurs, but the second part's going to be 1 minute pitch. So we expect all of you to give your best pitch. It's like the Dragon's Den. You don't know who is going to be your potential investor, so that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to call upon the founder, the co-founder, director of Gate Institute, Sendan Selvaraja, to come forward. Dr. Sendan. And at this point, I want to welcome Mr. Chandra Kumar, Mr. Mangaleswaran, and Mr. Jayraj to the podium, please. Jayraj Kulasagaran, Mr. Jayraj. The Sendan always like his partners in crime around them to speak, so he wants everyone to be here. So these are the team who put forward Gate Institute, as well as all the enormous works happening through Gate back home and in the UK.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be very brief. Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be very brief. I know that we have only limited time. I would like to introduce the Gate GIVE initiative, the Gate for Innovation, Venture and Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, the Gate in 2023 developed an inclusive entrepreneurial ecosystem called GIVE.community to foster entrepreneurship and innovation in underserved communities in Sri Lanka. Entrepreneurship is widely recognized as a driver of job creation, social cohesion and economic development. However, very talented entrepreneurs in northern east and upcountry areas of Sri Lanka face a lot of difficulties in turning their ideas into successful ventures. This is not because they lack talent or ambitions, but because they lack access to opportunities such as mentorship and investment. So this is the gap addressed by the Give Hub. Give has three phases. The first phase is call for ideas, and second phase is pitching summit, and the third phase is monitoring. So what happens in the first phase is that we call ideas from the entrepreneurs from the underserved communities, and then we have three separate forums on the Give platform. One of them is the Ideapreneurs Forum, and where the Ideapreneurs can register themselves, and then they can submit their ideas. And also we have a separate forum called Mentorship Forum, where the mentors, those who have academic backgrounds and professionals and practitioners can join in the mentorship forum. And also we have a separate forum for investors. The investors can come from Sri Lanka and also from other countries. Once we get an idea and we connect them with mentors, and then they work with mentors for weeks or months, and then after that they submit their polished ideas, and then once we get the polished ideas, we list those ideas in the project showcase, and then this will be visible for those who are in the investment forum, and then we organize a pitching summit, and then there will be handshake deal with investors and entrepreneurs. And once we start business in, for example, if we start one startup in Vavuniya, then we have signed MOUs with the universities in the northern east, such as the University of Jaffna, University of Vavuniya, and the Eastern University of Sri Lanka, and then they will do the monitoring part. I'm not going to take much time, but I'm going to distribute these our brochures, where you can get all the details of the GATE Institute and also the Give platform. And then also, please, I ask everyone to register as either mentors or investors on the forum, and then in many ways you can help the entrepreneurs from the underserved communities in Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Saindan. Just to give you context here, GATE Institute, before its inception and continuous working, have opened up this Give community. There was over 150 projects or business ideas being pitched. After filtering through, and obviously we need your support to become mentors and supporters of that. After filtering through with known circles, there was investment over 300,000 for about 9 or 10 projects, which is ongoing. 300,000 pounds, which is a very significant amount, and they select strategic projects which will have strategic impact long term, as well as sustainable projects. Now in this journey, thank you very much. In this journey, they're working with the universities, especially Jaffna University, Eastern University of Sri Lanka, and the Vavuniya University. So it is a collaborated project and support, because it is important that they could actually take this further. So these are kind of some insights, and I'll come in between and give you more important facts about this organization and how it is growing. And that's why we are proud as British Tamil Chamber of Commerce to partner with GATE and continue this legacy in the shared journey. Right, so we are going to have a quick experts or experience sharing here. So I'm going to call upon some individuals notable, that's our speakers today. And after that, we will go into the pitching session. And of course, we will take some of your questions. So, can I call upon Gaia to share her initial views? In fact, she's been known in Tamil space for a long time. She's been working on different spaces. And I'm not sure now what she's doing because she was an engineer by qualification and she has been in US and the UK and had done a social empowerment works a lot. I'm pretty sure she's not in investment bank yet, but I'll let you speak about your current profession and continue your pitch. Oh, not pitch, your advice to the all the.
Hello. Okay. Thank you for inviting me. This is a great honor. I was very surprised to see so many Tamil businesses and Tamil people doing really well because where I grew up and just the exposure that I haven't really met so many Tamil people doing so many great things in so many different areas. So it makes me very proud to be here and to speak to you all. And most of you are here because you have an idea or maybe a prototype and you're looking to turn that into a real business, or you have a fledgling business and you're looking to grow and scale. And I thought I'll give you a couple of key points that I think successful businesses have, or like becoming a successful entrepreneur you would need. And then I'll just give you some experience or background to bring that to life. So just a little bit of background about me so you know where I come from and like the experience that I have that I'm sharing with you. So my background is I started out as a mechanical engineer over 20 years ago. I was the first female engineer hired by one of the leading lighting controls company in the US. They invented solid state dimming technology and created the whole industry around it. So if you go to the Smithsonian Museum, next to Steve Jobs is the founder of my previous companies, and that they essentially gave birth to a whole new electronics industry. And so that company is very proud of their innovation history, and they hold the largest number of patents in the US for the area they work in. So I was hired to be part of their Skunk Works, so a team that is very well funded where you invent technologies and you launch new businesses. So I worked for them inventing technologies and taking my company to different market spaces and also looking at how we grow different areas within the company. And then I moved to I've worked in various other companies, mainly in product development, engineering, supply chain, and operations. And I worked all the way from like startups and scale-ups, all the way to FTSE 100, as well as VC funds. So that's my background. And I'd say the main thing that I wanted to share with you is startups don't win because they build perfect products. They win because they learn faster than anyone else. And I would say the key things from my experience to success are speed, focus, network, storytelling, and solving the right problem. And I'm going to concentrate on like network and storytelling because I don't think that's covered as much in a lot of the literature. There's a lot of stuff out there that you can learn about how to do entrepreneurship and how to set up businesses. But there aren't that many on network and storytelling. So I'm going to concentrate on that. And I'm going to try and bring that to life with my personal experience so you know what it means. Because I think one of the things that I come across is a lot of young entrepreneurs, when you talk to them about harness your network, harness the people around you, they don't quite know what that means and how to do that. And so, for example, when I worked in the US for the Skunk Work, I was a team of one. I didn't have a lot of resources to be able to deliver my products at the space that I wanted to. I had to wait for test engineers or salespeople, various different teams to become available in order to be able to get the information that I needed. So this is what I did, and this is how what people mean when they say harness your network. I went to production facility, the factories. Generally, I was designing a product, first ever product for China, to take my company to China. This was over 20 years ago when there wasn't a lot of literature about China, and China was a very closed market. And China was starting to get into regulations, but they didn't have the experience for on regulating their products. They do now. So back then they were copying US and European regulations, but they didn't know what they were copying, so they weren't quite sure how to interpret them, and there wasn't a lot of documentation out there. So when I went to my regulations and certification team, they didn't have any experience in the Chinese spaces or Asian spaces. So instead of just waiting or trying to spend money to find experts, I used my network, and this is what using a network means. So my company had a manufacturing plant, and generally people that immigrate to a country generally work in manufacturing or like factory. So I knew that factories and factories would be the first place I could find people from all over the world. And I don't know Chinese, I can't read Chinese, and I can't look at a text to know whether that's Chinese. And I can't get every regulation out there to then translate and then actually figure out, okay, which one is relevant to me. I didn't know what whether there was any standards, what the standards was called. I didn't know anything, so I would have had to translate multiple documents. So I went to the factories. I sat and had lunches with all the team leads. I met all the people, and I said, this is what I'm building and I need your help. And I made the whole factory part of my team, wider team. And so when I was Googling and looking online for regulatory information, I would just take pictures and I will send it to the factory. Within minutes, I had information back, what language it was and what that message was. Whereas I would have had to spend like £200 on translation and wait 2 weeks lead time to get the information back. Here, by building that connection and using that network, I was able to get information back within minutes and without spending any money. And once I got the information, I was able to very quickly identify the regulations and Chinese information that I needed to then officially have a translation that I can then use to develop my product with. The other thing I did was I built a relationship with the Chinese counterparts and got them and convinced them to go and meet all the Chinese regulators, make friends with them. And then I made friends with the European regulators, and I kind of became the go-between with the European and the Chinese regulators unofficially, so that I could kind of translate how Europe was interpreting the European standards and help educate the Chinese people in the Chinese authorities. So I knew exactly how my product was going to be tested. I knew what my standards were going to be. I knew what to do. So my whole path to regulation was completely de-risked. And I did all of that just by going and expanding my network and actually just being out there and just trying to just getting my network to work for me. And so as a startup founder or a small business, your network is your biggest resource. There's a lot of things that you can do on your own, but there's so much more you can do when you have people around you that are working for you, that believe in you. So I would say your network is going to be one of your biggest success. That's going to help you focus, that's going to help you get to the right problems, get to your customers, test your products, and be fast at testing things. So yeah, I would concentrate on network, and that would be my biggest takeaway.
Thank you very much, Gaia, and quite inspirational because not just in engineering and startups, she's also able to continue with conversation. So I'm not going to take questions now. So if there's any questions, you can ask later. So we're going to move on to the next one. Just give me just 30-second break, the technical issues to be solved. Okay, right, let's just go through. There's two more kind of experts going to share their views, and I really kindly ask you to be quick, and we will have more networking sessions later to give. But I know it's very important and vital, their knowledge and expertise, but I'm quite happy to do some interviews later to get their views to publish outside, because that'll be helpful. So, I'm going to kindly call upon Professor Ganesh Raja to come forward, an amazing individual who have dedicated his retirement life or early retirement life to help lots of youngsters back in most of the universities in Sri Lanka, and mostly he is the UBL link, University Business Link for Jaffna, Vavuniya and Eastern University, if I'm right. He's going to share his views. He is somebody have not only the academic and the intellectual academic area, but also practical experience with startups. He's battling with all the red tapes, and let's hear from him quick.
All right. Thank you very much, Rajkumar. That's such a pleasure. Ellarukum Manamadda Vanakkam. I'm delighted to be here. It's an extraordinary event. So let me just start off by saying Tamils going into European Union is extraordinary, and it's absolutely right. There are very many ongoing businesses within Europe, European Union, as well as within the UK, which have opportunities to grow multiple times bigger. I myself am a professor at a German university in Bielefeld. I'm a professor of entrepreneurship and cognitive behavior. If I can do it, anybody can, but I do it all in English. I know very little German, but you too, you don't really need to know Spanish or French in order to operate in Europe. Now's the time to go in. They are keen to do business with us. Forget about Brexit. This is borderless. Business is borderless. I quickly go on to Sri Lanka, where I've been working for about 8 years with the universities, the three universities of Jaffna, Vavuniya, and Eastern University. I'm advisor to the Vice Chancellors, and I sit as International Advisory Board member on the University Business Link, which basically means the university linking up with businesses so that they can form a partnership. As you know, a 30-year war left the northern province devastated, in ruins. and they not only cut off investments, but they destroyed much of the infrastructure and viable businesses. So now there is stability, political stability, and there is not much money. Much of Sri Lankan revenues have gone, disappeared, looted. So what the government has encouraged the universities to do with funding from the World Bank and the Universities Grants Council is to encourage universities to leverage, use their research, their expertise, their knowledge to form businesses, startups, like startups that you have here, and equally to patent their ideas and license these out to companies so that they can get revenue out of which create jobs and create more wealth for the region. So I've been involved in this space. What is interesting is, in the last year, the government of Sri Lanka, through its Board of Investment, has set up 5 regions, and 4 of them are in the north for industrialization. I am the senior economic advisor to the Board of Investment to complete the feasibility study. We are in the final stages of completing the feasibility study. In KKS, Kankeswatram, at Mannar, not at Mannar, at Mangulam, and at Parandan, and also in Trincomalee on the eastern province. So we are looking at between 1,000 to 2,000 acres to see what we can do, what can we do. And so when you are here as small businesses, I'm saying to you, if you want to go into the northern province, now is the time. And the 2 things I will say is, if you have quality of products, absolute quality, and you are fully compliant with the regulations, there is so much you can do with being a smaller business. But if you have the appetite for big business, in the 5 regions we looked at, the 5th region is in Iranavilla, further down south. But in the north, in Mangulam and Parandan, chemical industries are going to flourish. In Mangulam, agricultural-based industries are going to flourish. In KKS, you know the Indian government has signed an MOU to develop the port there. And you know by July next year, the airport at Palali will be complete. And you know that they're putting on a cricket stadium, international, world standard. We already have a cultural center by the Indian government. But don't forget, if you go in now, just about 3 weeks ago, the Google chap, Sundar Pichai, signed a deal with Visakhapatnam for $30 billion. It doesn't mean that you go there. I'm saying you put up a business in the northern province to do business there, because all those guys leaving Jaffna and so on to go to Canada, UK, Australia, you don't have to do it. Set up businesses there, and you can help them set up those businesses, or you move your businesses there and then offer services to India. And Indian GDP is growing by almost 10% year on year, and more than 50% of Indian population is less than 50 years of age, and so is Sri Lankan's population. So I'm saying to you, this is the time to rock and roll with these guys, and this is the time. If you're serious, please, take risks. I myself work in several countries, in Vietnam, in Thailand, in Malaysia, Indonesia. I can speak 3 languages. You can speak at least 2. But the thing is, we are migrant population. We are survivors. So I'm saying to you, now, if you have the appetite to getting your business into the northern province of Sri Lanka, do it. If you have the appetite to be a bigger business, now's the time to consider those options. I wish you well, and to Gate Foundation, to BTCC, British Tamil Chamber of Commerce, Gate Foundation, you're doing an extraordinary job. I've seen evidence of what you do in the northern province, in Jaffna, Bavania, and eastern province. Extraordinary. These are people who are actually putting their efforts, their initiatives, and their money where their mouth is. And let us join them. But more than that, if you think we can help you, don't hesitate. Let us do it. I say to you, Tamil, in Sri Lanka, you have a picture of a tiger, although I don't know whether you have any tigers there. I say, go get them, tiger. This is the time to do it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. It's very much inspirational speech as always. So we just quickly. Testing 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 1 2. Testing. Yeah. Okay. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I think starters, you have an amazing business idea here. Can't we actually have a simple wireless mic system which doesn't use the UFS like channels, like it uses some channel which is beyond interruption, that we could actually have something set up instantly, or probably some neural link that everyone that hear directly through that site, just attaching a device, and then wherever they are, they can hear your speech. Just think about it. Right, we are just moving on to the next item before the pictures. That's quite interesting. So I'm going to call upon the Vice President of British Tamil Chamber of Commerce, and Nidushan's been in the forefront of business in Sri Lanka and UK, and I'm quite privileged to work along with him. And also he's going to actually interview or have a quick dialogue with an amazing individual that I met 15, 16 years ago. And his name is Nelson Sivalingam. Everybody know him, very famous. But I think those days I know him from Barking Mad Productions. So I'm going to ask him first, what is this Barking Mad Production? Because we did a full interview. Nelson, come along.
So good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, Nelson, first of all, for accepting the invite and coming to share your experience with startups. So for those who don't know who Nelson is, so Nelson Sivalingam is the CEO and co-founder of How Now. It's an AI-powered learning platform for global companies like Gymshark, Deloitte, and the British government. So now he has raised around 11 million pounds in venture capital, and he has also authored a book called Learning in Speed. But his journey, he started, I think, 11 or how many years ago? 6, 7 years ago? You don't count, okay. So he actually started his entrepreneurial journey with printing t-shirts and film production. And today, today, because of the audience we have, we're not going to talk about scale-ups or corporate kind of thing. We're going to purely focus on early stage startups, and the questions around, most of the questions are going to be around them. Right, Nelson? Why don't we start off by just giving an intro about anything I've missed? Why don't you give us a quick intro? And also, what do you think entrepreneurship is? What it means?
Well, there's nothing you missed in the introduction. And what it means to me is you build things, right? I think quite often I say when you're going on a startup journey, there's a lot of moments where it gets hard. And whenever it gets hard, you've got to be able to answer the question of why did I do this and why did I get myself into this? So it's important to keep reminding yourself that. And whenever I ask myself that question, my answer is I like building things. And that's fundamentally what entrepreneurship is. You build products, you build companies, build solutions, just building things.
The second question is, Nelson, when you were raising investments, I was told you did a cold LinkedIn message to your fuel insurance guy. How did that work? But you end up getting the money, right? You end up getting a message from a cold LinkedIn message. How did that happen? And also, can you also give the startups here some kind of background into, as a startup, what kind of other fundraising methods they can use? Angels or government-backed funding, please?
Yeah, so look, the age-old thing when you're raising startup money is they talk about you raise your first bit of money from friends, family, and fools. I didn't have any friends, family, or fools who would give me money. And so you have to go out to the network of either high net worth angels or early stage venture funds who can give you money. Now, quite often what you see with these venture funds is they won't allow you to do a cold, you can send them a cold email, but a lot of funds will tell you they don't look at the cold emails. They don't look at the cold emails. And so you need to find a way of breaking into the venture funds. And so this is where I built up a cold list on LinkedIn, so you can find a bunch of investors who've invested in your space before, so either your space or your type of tech, and then you send them a message, give them a little blurb about it, who you are. Now what you do is you connect with enough people, so there's mutual connections. And so all I used to do is, I used to say, oh, this mutual connection told me to get in touch with you. They didn't, but no one's ever going to check. And so did a lot of cold outreach like that. So my first pre-seed investor called Fuel Ventures was started by, it's now like a multi-hundred million fund, which was started by a guy called Mark Pearson, who started something called My Voucher Codes, and he sold it for 60 million. And so I messaged him. And so normally you would think if you message someone like that, they're never going to reply back. But no, that's the guy who replied back. We had a couple of coffees, and then I think 4 meetings later, he wrote a investment for $500,000 into our seed investment. Our next round of funding, similar kind of way. So it was completely cold, we didn't know anyone, and so it is possible. I think most people think you can't message someone like this, so most people probably don't message. So send a message.
And also, one last question from me, and then after that we can open up. In the beginning, when you were trying to figure out the product and the customers, the go-to-market strategy for all these, before the money, before you run out of money, right? What kind of niche strategy did you double down on, and what kind of matrix did you use? Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I think on the go-to-market side, I think the first thing to appreciate is when you've just started, you're a lean team, right? There's like maybe just you, or there's like 3 of you, 4 of you, there's not many of you. So the first thing that you need is focus. Now, it doesn't matter how many times I say focus, a lot of founders won't focus. It's just the nature of the beast. We like building things and building a lot of things, but you've got to focus. And so one of the things to focus on is who are you selling to, right? Who's the customer? Now, even today when I've gone around, there's a few pitches I heard where they go, everyone, right? Who's this for? Everyone. You're not going to sell to everyone. And it's hard to get to everyone just being 1 person or 2 person. So you're going to pick who this is for, right? And that doesn't mean you're not going to sell to the other people. You will sell to the other people later on down the line. But right now, who do you think are the people who are most likely to buy the thing that you're offering and double down on that? Then the question is, how do you differentiate to that person you're focusing on? Now again, quite often the mistake we make is we think the only way to differentiate is product or service. But actually you can differentiate just in the way you sell, right? Maybe everyone else asks you to fill in a form. Maybe you don't ask them. You've got an AI discovery agent that asks the questions and does the stuff. You can differentiate yourself in the way you sell. You can differentiate the way you tell the story, you differentiate in the way that you look and feel of your brand. But you need to have something that you can tell in your story for why you're different. And the third thing is picking your channels, right? There's a lot of channels to be able to go to market. You can do paid advertising, you can send cold emails, you can do partnerships, there's a lot. Again, you're not going to do all of these channels in one go. So what you're going to do is pick 2 to 3 channels you're going to test over a certain period of time, see what works, what doesn't work, iterate on it, and then maybe if one channel doesn't work for you, then go for another channel. But prioritizing and focusing on a handful of channels matters, because quite often what I see is you're working with a very little budget and you spread that across 10 different channels, right? You think, I have to post on TikTok, I have to post on Instagram, I have to post on LinkedIn, I have to run ads on all these things, and I have to send emails. No, you don't, right? For the 5 people who are going to watch your reel on Instagram when you start, it's not worth it. That's not the thing you need to prioritize. So I think it's focusing on the areas where you can have the biggest impact.
Thank you, Nelson. There's a small change in the plan. First thing, the foods, and after that, we'll do a Q&A. That's okay.
Thank you. So thank you very much. I just have one more question. Because one of the things I see in him all the time, right? However things goes hard, he never actually brings negativity in his face. He's always positive, always greeting. So tell the secret to all the startup and all the people here, how you navigated, even though the things getting harder and harder, but you never actually translate that. You're still enthusiastic about your product, even though it's doom and gloom, everything's going to go down. But that is an important character, right? Just quickly, just 30 seconds.
Like, if you think if you spend more time thinking about the things you have than the things you don't have, by default, you'll be very optimistic and happy like me. That's it.
Thank you very much, Nelson. I want to be around here. Don't go far because we are going to have questions for you, but please be around. Right, so just let's getting into the pitching sessions now, and we're going to call the first person to pitch here. It is going to be, so the rules are very simple. They have 60 seconds to pitch. So I would say when you get ready, everything is okay. Say, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to go for the 60 second, and let's hear your pitch. So it's Oral Connect first. Let's hear for his pitch.
Can everyone? Oh, okay. Everyone can hear me. Perfect. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Malavi, and we have built Oral Connect. Dental practices are missing out on a lot of patients. It used to be a very health-oriented atmosphere, but now it has become very business-oriented. And they're losing out on patients because the staff are using way too much time on manually dialing numbers, then they need to chase the leads, and they're doing everything manually. Oral Connect is an AI native CRM platform which was built to bring all the inquiries into one platform and then to reduce the admin work and to increase the response time so that the leads are actually getting booked in. Now, Oral Connect AI is the core. It's not just an add-on to our platform. So we have a lot of different cool features. Come over to us and we can explore more. And our vision is simple. We're looking to roll out into the UK, then penetrate the European market, and then go global. Thank you so much.
So one thing you want to ask from them, just one thing, what would be the audience here?
One thing I wanted to ask from the audience.
Or what are you looking for?
Yeah, so I think anyone that is interested in the health space, in a CRM module to lower the work, the admin work, and increase productivity, I think please come talk to us. I think we have something really good for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to go next in the order. So can I call Lawrence to get in? Hello, Vanakkam. My name is Lorenzo. I am a Canadian-born Tamil, and I've been living in the UK for 5 years. I spend time in Toronto and London. Solandium Consultants is my company. We are operating in both cities, and the services we offer are international trade and investment consulting. So for this space, I know that there's a lot of people here who invest in Sri Lanka. And you may have issues with permits, board of investment approvals, this sort of thing. We develop the solutions for those problems. Similarly, if you are trading with the European Union, the European Union has just signed a trade agreement with India. Indian textiles, leather, jewelry, all now have access to the European market, tariff-free. If you want to access that market, you can take advantage of it by incorporating in Northern Ireland, which still has EU access. So this is a couple of examples of the type of advice that I would be able to give you, provide solutions for you. I'm also in the dispute resolution field, and I have just started that practice. If you have questions about it, please approach me in person. Thank you. Thank you. So if you were to ask the audience one thing, what would be the thing that you're looking forward? I mean, obviously you're providing advice, but if you want something in investment or advice or whatever, the one thing you will ask, just one thing.
The one thing I would ask is please approach me with your problem. I will develop a solution for it.
Thank you. So he's not giving you a problem, he is giving you a solution. He's saying that just to come with a problem, he will solve it. Thank you, Lawrence sir. Okay.
There's no upper or lower limit. I will provide advice on it. Obviously, the first consultation, I'll charge £250. That'll get you a report, and we can go from there.
Thank you. Right, next Carbon Magic, please. Carbon Magic.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shiv Narayan, representing Carbon Magics here. So it's a family business and was invoked in the year 2020, and we are located at Gloucester. So we have three major verticals. First one being drone services, where we provide aerial mapping, rooftop inspections, panel inspections, and other infrastructure inspections out there. So we can do things like thermal imaging, we can do mapping out there, we can work with the topography, and we provide several other services using drones out there. Second vertical being composites. So we are partners in the technological development of Type 5 pressure vessel, which is used for storage of hydrogen. And so we are into simulation, modeling, design, we run FE analysis, and moreover, we are also into distribution with regards to composites. As you could see here, this is pretty much activated carbon fiber. We are the only distributors here in UK officially who end up distributing activated carbon fiber. We also have small scale manufacturing currently. We make these drone-like structures. So these are framework for drones that we make using layup system. And the third vertical into strategic business advisories, where we give bookkeeping services and VAT inspections. So if at all you want to reach out to us, we are more than welcome to take your queries, and we are looking for funders, like people who are interested into technological development. We are looking for funders out there. We are looking for clients. We are looking for people who we would love to partner with us. Thank you so much.
One thing you're looking for, just one thing from this audience.
Right, anyone into technology and want to develop technology out there, we are dealing with advanced materials, and we are dealing with a lot of R&D out there. So we are hopeful that we can provide services in any of these sectors that I had mentioned, such as the drone servicing, composites, research and development in terms of design and simulation modeling. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, next is Mojo Box. So
Rajman, boat, nuclear boat, carbon.
Testing. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are Mojo Boxers. My name is Vani Ravindran, and this is my sister and co-founder, Maya Ravindran. And we are here to show you Mojo Boxers, which is a life coach in a box. Coaching is available to athletes and top execs, and we want to make it accessible and affordable to everyone. So So we've boxed up the tools that we've used repeatedly with clients over the last 15 years, and we want to make it available to our community and everyone around. So that's, in a nutshell, what Mojo Boxes is about.
I should also say, athletes get life coaching, and we're trying to make it as accessible as possible. My sister's been a coach for over 15 years and has helped me and many other clients, and we're just trying to get this out to everyone, because it doesn't have to be about your career, it can also be about relationships. I met my partner through coaching. I also have had promotions, I've written a book. There's lots of things you can achieve through coaching, and I think mindset is everything. So you can try and have goals, but you really need to fix your mindset. So that's what the box is about. It is a springboard into coaching, and we're looking for people that we can collaborate with, and wellness companies. And also, it is Women's International Day and Mother's Day next weekend. If you're looking for a gift, this is perfect for anyone, and anyone who needs to get their mojo back. That's it. Thank you.
So thank you. They never actually reveal what's in the box, so you have to go and see them to see what's in the box. It's quite interesting. Okay, who is next? It's going to be Cord. Cord, yes.
Hi everyone. My name is Sasi. Okay, I'm a bit too tall for this. Perfect. My name is Sasi. I'm the CEO and founder of Coord. We're basically a fashion app. So I'm sure most of you have way too many clothes at home. And my question to you is, how many of those clothes do you actually wear, right? And do you just end up going to Primark or Zara and buying loads of clothes when actually you don't even know what you have back in your closet? So what we do is we help you with our app. It's completely free, App Store and Play Store. It looks at all the clothes you have at home and it helps you make outfits with what you already have. So before you buy something new, let's try and actually make more of the stuff we have. Maybe it's a present from an auntie, a really bad t-shirt, and you're like, oh, I'm never gonna wear that. But our app will say, hey, actually, here's some outfits you can make with that t-shirt, for example. And what we're trying to do is plug in small startup brands so we can help them as well by selling their new innovative brand designs to connect them with consumers. So if you guys are interested in that app, if you think it will help your lives, if you can, think about other people who might want to know, like, how do I save money? How do I try new styles? How do I see items on you? Then please go on coord.world, check Coord on App Store and Play Store, and help really fashionable people or less fashionable people try new outfits. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. So one thing that you're going to ask them to do today, definitely this is going to help me because with all the clothes I have, so I'm going to download and check it out. So thank you. One thing you want from the audience?
I think we all know someone who spends way too much money on clothes and spends too much time. So if you know those loved ones who could do with this, then just tell them, hey, don't worry, I got you. Just check out Coord. That's all I want.
Thank you very much. Honestly, this morning I don't know what to wear. I was just going through a wardrobe up and down and I was just looking for clothes. That'll be really useful. So the next one is going to be 100%. Oh, our own volunteer, part of BTCC. Let's see 100% what it does.
Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? So my name is Haren Salvagumo. I am the CEO and co-founder of 100%. So now, most of us use our phones more than ever. And the issue is, when we're out and about, at the London Tamil market, your phone charger is in a job. And what do? Do you plug it into a wall or a socket? There's no place for us, right? And so what we do is, we've developed a solution that puts a kiosk that has power banks in it that you can rent from. And this is what they look like. You can use them, they charge your phone really quickly, you put it back, and you just use the power bank for however long you need to. So now this is a solution we're going to provide because we want everyone to be mobile and enjoying their time when they're out and not worrying about if their mom's going to call them or if they're not going to get their train home and they can't pay for something. So we want to eliminate that worry for everyone through power banks. So that's what we do.
So at this forum, what are you expecting them? One and only thing you want to ask them?
So, if you have an uncle, someone that you know that runs a pub, a bar, a venue, that could maybe introduce me to someone else, That's what I really need right now. Because right now, I've invested in my product and I'm looking to try it out, meet some people that can help me put it in their place and see how I can go from there. So introductions, please. Anyone they can think of, that'd be amazing.
Thank you. So you can actually see his products in 100% stores there. Okay, next we'll turn this side. Yes, is the Yosha Tech is going to be next. So let's hear from Yosha Tech.
So, hello everyone, welcome. So, I am here to introduce my company, Yosha Tech, which is a sister company from Yosha Design Limited. So, basically we are an architectural firm. So, we do planning permissions, we do planning drawings. So, from the beginning of, if you want to start up, to build your house or anything from the beginning until the end, we are here to help you. So, in the current market, it's very hard to get planning permissions or to work with the councils. So we are based on Sutton. So and we work closely with Crowden Council, Sutton Council, which are Merton Council and Croydon Council. So if everyone need a house plan, or if anyone needed to build their dream home, or if anyone wanted to do their offices, extensions, anything, conversion, it can be any commercial building or it can be domestic building, we are here to help you. So even we have the store here, the Yosha Tech. If anyone interested, please come and look at us. We can help you. Thank you.
Thank you. I have actually seen his interior design in action. If you want, you can go to Kingston and see it. I can share the address later. But in the meantime, one and only thing you want to ask from them, what would be that today?
Yeah, simple as this. So if you wanted to build your own dreams or your own house, if you want to give a dream house to your kids, anyone, please come and visit us. We can help you from the beginning to scratch, and we will also do your building works until the end. We will solve your problems. Thank you.
Thank you. So next going to be Caraflex. Yes, let's get Kabalini in here. Let's do the Caraflex.
Hello, hi everyone. My name's Kavi and I am co-founder for Caraflex. We're a production house who will be focusing on the undocumented narratives of storytelling that is required for us to be able to represent ourselves on a major platforms. As well as that, cinematic storytelling could be used not only as visual productions, we can use that to also push into education. So we know a lot about Tamil history, Tamil heritage, the workshops that we are running within the community. How do we make that timeless, and how can people across the country and globally see what our contributions are to these fields? Ideally, we want to bring in these visuals, whether that's short form or long form content, to make sure that that can reach the audience you're looking for. So if you have a scenario where you want to bring a vision to life, we can create that for you or reflect that back to you. So if you're interested to collaborate, or if you want to have a conversation with us to see what vision you want to bring to life, get in touch. Caraflex. Thank you.
If you want to ask one and only thing from the audience today before they leave, what would be that?
Come and tell us your problems. Let's see if we can bring you a solution to be able to reach the audience you're looking for.
Thank you. I'm sure a lot of people have problems they can get solved by, so that's great. Thank you. Okay, next we're going to have Jacob. So I can't remember your company, Jacob. So yeah, Part Chain Limited. Jacob.
Vanakkam. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Part Chain. So Part Chain, it's a technical company. What we are doing is we are trying to resolve the history tracking issue on industrial parts. So we are mainly focused on aircraft parts. As you may know, aviation is a highly regulated industry, and you should have the history of every part you're using in the aviation industry. At the moment, this tracking is carried out via paper track, and losing that trail, it will devalue the part, and the part can't be reused in the second-hand market. So how we're trying to resolve this issue, we are using the blockchain technology and tracking the history of this part from from the production until it is decommissioned. So this is the solution we are developing, and our main customers is going to be the airlines, leasing companies, and the second-hand market handlers. Thank you.
It's quite highly lucrative business. So do you have already any clients at the moment?
Yes, we got the clients lined up for the product, yeah.
Because as you all know, airlines use used parts a lot, and keeping that with blockchain is quite an interesting one. Thank you, Jacob, for that idea. So, sorry, are you expecting anything from the audience today? One thing that they will can do?
All right, okay, yeah. As I mentioned again, it is not a consumer product we are producing here. It's a business-to-business product. But we are here we are looking for investment. We are looking to raise investment. So I like to talk to the investors, and also I like to, if you know anyone who is going to invest, connect with us. We can talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Okay, next we have the UpBiotech.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon everyone. I'm here to use UpBio Technologies. So we are UpBio Technologies, a company which focus on building business products which designed on the basis of AI and AI-driven digital products, which will help businesses to grow in a sustainable manner. And also we are here to introduce one of our latest product, which is we call Bazaar Buddy. So, which is an AI integrated marketplace. So let me make it simple for you. It's like, what if the Facebook marketplace has AI powered on it? So in this one, the traditional marketplace simply connect users, but Bazaar Buddy goes further by adding some AI features and personalized product recommendations, and also an intelligent search, which will help for the businesses and the sellers as well. And which means the customers and the business can exactly find what they need faster, smarter, and in an optimized pricing way as well. And UpBio Technologies, our vision is to build the products which is capable of handling all the AI stuff. And Bazaar Buddy is our first step towards the so-called AI world. And that's it, and thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Same question again. What's one thing that you're expecting from the audience to do? One call of action.
So come and visit us at the store. All of our products subscriptions are free for the first month. So come on and use it, so you'll eventually fall in love with the products.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next, Zitra AI. Can you introduce yourself before you start? And also say hello.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahana. I'm 16 years old and I'm the co-founder of Zitra AI. Today, every business is need visible online marketing and online platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. But that takes a lot of time and technical skills and expensive tools. So that's what we do at Zitra AI. We use AI to create short videos, social media content, posters, flyers as this, to help businesses promote their content online and reach more customers. Businesses simply tell us what they want and we create content for them. And our services start at just £99 per month, making it affordable for small businesses to grow and create more content. So please, if you want to grow your business online, please do visit our store. Thank you.
Thank you. It's amazing that at this age you thought about a startup and you're preaching at this session. Thank you very much. What's the one thing you want from the audience today? Apart from, obviously, they have to sign up and buy your product, but if you want to scale up or if you're looking for something, what's the one thing that you're asking? Because we got lots of people, investors. Yeah, Nelson is looking there, Siruna is there. So if people like that, what they have to do, just ask their business straight.
Please do visit us. We are looking to make more connections, network with people, and mainly expand our customer base. So we're right here. Please do come to our store. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the next one is going to be co-edification. Ramya.
Hi, I'm Ramya. I'm co-founder of Co-Education. So I'm currently working as a special needs teacher. So technology is actually evolving so fast, but the way we teach has not changed much. So at Co-Education, we make learning more simplified, interactive, and much more fun. So we try to turn complex computing concepts into gamified experiences, which is powered by AI. So students can learn by playing, like solving challenges and much and more. So our goal is not to just teach coding or computer science to students, but make them think logically, creatively, and solve the real world problems and get some more experience. So we believe computational skills are basic skill and everyone needs to learn that, like how we learn math, science and other languages. And we are so excited to work with educators, investors, students, parents, whoever interested in the education field, so who we could share the same vision and transform the future of learning. That's it. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
So Ramya, one thing if you want to ask from the audience here, what would that be?
So if you're really interested in this project, you could be a student or you could be an educator or you could be a parent. So come please visit my stall and we can talk more about this project. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So next is Ravin Career Coaching. Is it Raivan or Rivon Career Coaching?
Hello everyone, and welcome. My name is Sajid. I'm a co-founder of Rivon Career Coaching. This is my partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Anujan. I'm also a co-founder of Rivon Career Coaching.
So we realised as a community we love to support our kids through tuition, but as soon as they get to university, that support system is cut off. We think that they're able to continue through their journey without any support, so we sort of spoil our kids, but don't really provide them with the right direction in what they want to do in such a pivotal point in their life. That's where we come in. We give them the right coaching and career advice because some people are good at things, some people want to do things, but they get confused between the two. We help them by understanding who they are as a personality archetype, but also along with their actual career progression and where they want to go. So my partner here has
So I have over 10 years of experience within the public sector.
I've got over a decade of experience in the private sector, being both on panels and also receiving. So we bring both worlds together and coach young people as well, all the way up to executive level of people, giving them the right sort of methodologies and tools to help them do the job properly. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, the same question. One thing that you're expecting from the audience now?
So we're really looking to help any individuals or enterprises who are really finding it difficult to overcome the career space and who are really finding it difficult to crack the job market. Come and speak to us. We're literally behind this screen over here. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. That's an interesting place because there's a lot of graduates out there without job. Okay, we're coming into this conclusion of this amazing event. So final thing I just want to say is that with 20 years of teaching experience in computer science and global network, I had actually developed a product using AI which will increase your leisure time and increase your productivity while you can just lie down in a coach. If anyone interested to talk about this idea, just call me, send a message for coffee. That's my pitch. So hopefully I've done a pitch without too much saying. That's what it is. So if you're interested, send me a message for a coffee. You can learn more about that, how you can increase your leisure time while you work and increase your productivity. Right, I've been asked to stop my pitch because it wasn't official. No, they actually say they want to ask any questions. So if you have any questions, please. And I'm going to call Nelson here. Come back because you haven't answered questions yet. And anyone here, I think Professor has gone. Gaia, do you want to join as well? Oh, right, Sanjeevan, right? Sasi is asking one thing I want for the audience. I already said very clear. Send me a message for a coffee meeting. That's it. I'm not expecting anything. So I think I just wanted to give you the example how pitchings are done. I think Nelson will agree with me, right? I didn't reveal much, but I just said who I am and asked for a call for action. I think one thing I noticed from all of you, I specifically asked, is that your call for actions are not very clear sometimes because you've got to be very, very precise and very, very clear what you want from a specific audience, because as Nelson mentioned earlier, you need to know the audience. You can't sell for all. So it's important what you're going to ask for. So my audience is very simple. Who want to just lie down and sip cocktails and don't want to work but make money.